What's up guys, Zakority here, and I am here to show you how to hopefully beat a strategy to kill the wall of flesh on expert mode using a mage loadout. Now, I haven't actually ever beaten the wall of flesh on expert mode, but I got really close the last time I tried. And I was using a similar setup without any potions. So before I start, I'm going to quickly go through all of the items I'll be using, and then I'll show the entire fight without cutting anything out. It might be sped up, I might not be talking, but that's only because I'll be concentrating. So starting off, I'm using the full meteor armor set, which gives me a lot of increased magic damage, and in case I run out of mana for any part of the fight, I can just use the space gun, which is really helpful because the mage doesn't really have any weapons that he can use without mana. So, accessories, I'm using an armored lightning boots for more movement speed, and I'm using armored magic cuffs. Now, I was going to use the Shield of Cthulhu for this fight, but I think that the magic cuffs will be more useful because the dash is good, but I'm not really going to be dashing towards the wall of flesh as a mage. I'm also using a warding Sharkron balloon for extra jump, which actually helps a lot in this fight. I'm also using a menacing cobalt shield for the immunity to knockback, and I'm using, of course, the armored worm scarf because it is amazing. Just the amount of damage you won't be taking is awesome, and I need to get rid of this bone serpent. Okay, so in terms of weapons, I'm going to be using not very much, but I have a mythical Book of Skulls in case I need to do a lot of damage, like I'm about to die, but I'm also about to win. I can use this, and it'll get me easy out of a sticky situation. Mostly, I'm going to be using this Godly Water Bolt because it's really good against the wall of flesh. There are a lot of videos on YouTube of mages fighting the wall of flesh on normal mode, and the water bolt is a really good way of doing it. And in case I run out of mana, I also have a godly space gun, but I hopefully won't need to use that. I do have greater healing potions. I got these from a golden crate from fishing, because I went fishing a lot in order to get the Sharkron balloon. And I ended up getting a golden crate while doing that, and ended up with 16 greater healing potions. So, if you don't have these, Strange Brew or normal healing potions are awesome if you're doing this fight as a mage. I won't be using magic potions because they give you decreased damage, and against a boss, that's never helpful. So, in terms of buffs, I of course have Well-Fed, because that's important. I also have Shine Potions for visibility, and Night Owl Potions and Hunter Potions also for visibility. For movement, I have Swiftness Potions, which obviously just increase your speed. And in case I run out of bridge, as you can see, I have a very long bridge going about maybe a fourth of the way across the map. I have Obsidian Skin Potions, so if I have to go in lava, I won't take damage. Now, in terms of actual potions I'll be using for the fight itself, I have Iron Skins, which increase your defense, Regen Potions, which are always nice, this way I'll have above average regen even in expert mode. I have Mana Regeneration Potions, Endurance Potions. I caught a few armored cave fish while doing some fishing quests, so this is always a good potion to make. I have Inferno Potions, which, in case I end up getting too close to the wall of flesh, it'll light it on fire. I have Heart Reach Potions, so I can automatically pick up stars at the Hungry drop, and of course, Magic Power Potions, which you can never go wrong when playing as a mage. So, I need to get rid of these slimes, because they're really dangerous in expert mode. And bad. And then, once this guy dies, if I could hit it, I will probably just go right into the fight as soon as this lava disappears, because lava. Now, summoning the wall of flesh, you just use a guide voodoo doll and throw it into lava, and I suggest facing away from the way you want it to spawn. So, here we go. And buff. That is a lot of buffs. I cannot believe that I'm using that many buffs right here. I actually think that starting off with the space gun is a good idea because it gets rid of the hungry fairly quickly. Until you can actually hit the wall of flesh, then you move on to using the water bolt. Also, there aren't enough. There are too many things on screen for my water bolts to show up properly, or I'm just out of mana. That would explain it too. So I'm actually doing really well. I'm probably a bit over-prepared for this fight, except for I only have 360 health, because I have trouble finding life crystals on this world. But, yeah, so this setup works entirely well. All you need to do is fire water bolts straight up, and you should be fine. Just keep a fair distance away from the boss whenever you can. And I am low on health, but that should be fine, as long as I keep my distance. And it looks like we're gonna be alright, so yeah. Let's dodge his lasers, all you need to do is move away from him. And I died as soon as I beat it, but I did still beat it, so... And right as I reached the end of the bridge, so I think that was a fairly good fight. And I'm probably gonna cut to see to show what the loot drops, because that was really annoying for me. Because now I need to run all the way back to hell and get my items back that way. I'm also gonna switch back to my Shield of Cthulhu now because it helps me get there faster. So I'll see you when I get down there, but I'm going to cut so you don't have to watch me running all the way down there and possibly dying many times. So give me just a sec. I am now back in the underworld, and I've just picked up the treasure bag. I had to run through a spider biome, a mushroom biome, and the underground corruption just to get back down here. And of course, we're in hard mode now, so that is incredibly dangerous. So, I am going to open the treasure bag as soon as the bats get away. And I got a menacing sorcerer emblem, and a clockwork assault rifle, of course a pwn hammer. That's probably a thing I want to have. Oops. And, of course, on expert mode, he drops a demon heart, which, when you use it, adds another accessory slot, which is possibly one of the best items in the entire game. So I'm going to go right ahead and equip that sorcerer emblem so that my water bolt does extra damage, because this is hard mode now, so it's all much more difficult. Now, you don't need to use the strategy that I used for magic. You could use items like, instead of the meteor armor, you could of course use the jungle armor in case you're really worried about running out of mana. I only ran out of mana once that fight because I started with low mana. You could use a demon scythe instead of water bolt because demon scythe is always really good. And of course you could have more buffs like the wrath potion, rage potion, or even if you wanted to... Oh, I don't even have any purification powder. Probably should have brought some of that with me. Of course, for accessories, you could use mana flower, of course, you could use mana potions. Strange brew are really nice for mages. I need to get this bat out of here. And there are probably... I didn't use any campfires or heart lanterns because the first time I tried it, he was destroying them as I went along, so... Oh yeah, hard mode. Enemies do even more damage now. But yeah, that's a simple tutorial. It might take a little while to get all those potions if you didn't find them. I had to make the mana potions, regen potions, and... I'm gonna die. And... oh look, a demon scythe. I had to make magic regen potions. Oh, that's a pretty good one. I'm gonna die again. Yep, there we go. Okay, that's fine. Oh, there's an obsidian rose right there. Okay, so, yeah. That's just a simple tutorial if you're not sure, if you have trouble fighting the wall of flesh and you don't know what to do. That's a really easy way to do it if you're trying to be a mage. There's, of course, other ways of killing wall of flesh. You don't have to be a mage. But, now that I have a demon scythe, I don't need a Book of Skulls anymore. So... that's it, yeah. So I'll see you in the next tutorial, probably. Later.